KKK hood a photo of a man wearing a KKK hood at an East County grocery store has gone viral. Take a look. The man was spotted wearing the hood while shopping at the Vons in Santee over the weekend. As you can imagine, many people pretty upset by this. News 8's Chris Grow live in Santee this morning. Chris, how is the grocery store responding, and what did the mayor have to say about this?
Yeah, so Vons put out a statement that we'll get to a little bit later, but it's on our website on CBS8.com, where they denounce the actions of this person and praise their employees for doing the right thing. Similar sentiments shared by the mayor of Santee, that essentially this is not representative of Santee or San Diego County at large, and that this individual was wrong for doing this. Now let's show you what that looks like when this person that we still don't know the identity of walked into this Vons here on Mission Gorge Road with that Klan hood on his face. You can see him casually pushing that cart around the store multiple times, caught with that Klan hood on his face, as well as dressed in that camo shirt and shorts. Now, we're told by the person who took some of the pictures that when he saw this man, he was sick to his stomach. We saw a number of reactions on social media that were similar, and it was also a sentiment shared by Santee Mayor John Minto. And he told us that he did not think very highly of this person. He was very critical of him, but he did have compliments again for the employees and shoppers that decided to do something when they saw this guy.
They saw this, and they took action. They notified the management of Vons, and they took action. They made that guy remove that mask. I'm glad they did.
Back to that statement from Vons, you can see it right here. It reads in part, quote, "Unfortunately, an alarming and isolated incident occurred at our Vons store in Santee, where a customer chose an inflammatory method of wearing a face covering. Needless to say, it was shocking. Several members of our team asked the customer to remove it, and all requests were ignored until the customer was in the checkout area. This was a disturbing incident for our associates and customers, and we are reviewing with our team how to best handle such inappropriate situations in the future." Now, we did reach out to the sheriff's department about this incident. They said they were not called to the Vons store that Saturday when this happened, but they have been made aware of this, and they are looking into it while also denouncing the actions taken by this man.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 35, starting at verse 1. Moreover, the word of the Most High Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesied against it. All right. I'm going to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach and where I learn this truth. Peace and salutations to the elect. All right, as you just seen in that video, all right, Esau Edom, which is the so-called white man, all right, showing his horns, all right, in the grocery store wearing his KKK hoodie, all right, and Esau Edom is Mount Seir, all right. That's why I'm reading Ezekiel 35, and to prove that he is Mount Seir. It said, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesied against it. This is Genesis 36:8. It says, Thus dwelt Esau in Mount Seir. Esau is Edom. All right, so Esau dwelled in Mount Seir, all right. He's not the original people of that land, but he dwelled in that land, all right. Let me go back to Ezekiel 35. So back at verse 2, when it says, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesied against it. And say unto it, Thus saith the Lord power Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. All right, so that's talking about you, Esau. He's going to stretch out his hand against the city. In modern day, Mount Seir would be considered America, all right, wherever Esau dwells at. All right, it says, I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Most High Yahweh. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, it saith the Most High Yahweh power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. All right, so you Edomites got to pay for your hatred and your crimes against Jacob, which would be you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, all right? So when you read verse 7, it says, Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and will cut off from it him that passeth out, and him that returneth. All right, so all you fucking Edomites are going to get put to death, all right? And the elite of you Edomites are going into slavery, all right? It says, And I will fill his mountain with his mountains with his slain men, in thy hills and in thy valleys and all thy rivers shall thy fall that are slain with the sword. Alright, so the Most High Yahweh is going to bring the sword upon you damn devils, alright? And the sword will be the ICBMs, alright? The intercontinental ballistic missiles, alright? The army of the Most High that's going to rain upon America with the spirits of Sodom and Egypt, as well as Mount Seir, alright? Mount Seir is a people before it's a place, alright? Wherever you Edomites dwell at, that will be Mount Seir. Alright, it says, I will make thee perpetual desolations, and thy cities shall not return, and ye shall know that I am the Most High Yahweh. And it says, because thou hast said these two nations, and it's talking about the southern kingdom and the northern kingdom, these two nations and these two countries shall be mine, and we will possess it, whereas the Most High Yahweh was there. Therefore, as I live, said the Most High Yahweh, thy power, I will do according to thine anger and according to thine envy, which thou hast used out of thy hatred against them, and I will make myself known among them when I have judged thee. And thou shalt know that I am the Most High Yahweh, and that I have heard all thy blasphemies, which thou hast spoken against the mountains of Israel, saying, they are laid desolate, they are given us to consume. Alright, so that's basically Yahweh Shemel saying he's heard all this shit you damn devils are talking about, you know what I'm saying, how you've laid the so-called Negroes, Spanish, and Native Americans, you know what I'm saying, under your foot. You've trodden us down, you've had us in slavery, and you've rejoiced at it. Alright, so in verse 13 it says, thus with your mouth have ye boasted against me, and that multiply your words against me. I have heard them. Thus said the Most High Yahweh power, when the whole earth rejoiceth, I will make thee desolate, as thou didst rejoice at the inheritance of the house of Israel, because it was desolate. So will I do unto thee. Thou shalt be desolate, O Mount Seir, in all Idumea, even all of it, and they shall know that I am the Most High Yahweh. Alright, so that's letting you know right there. Every one of you Edomites is going to be destroyed, alright? Because Idumea is just the Greek way of saying Edom. Alright, and we just showed you who Edom was. Esau is Edom. Alright, so we're going to finish out in Jeremiah 51. In verse 21, it says, and with thee will I break in pieces the horse and his rider, and with thee will I break in pieces the chariot and his rider. With thee also will I break in pieces man and woman, and with thee will I break in pieces old and young, and with thee will I break in pieces young and the maid. All right, so all of you Edomites are going to get broke down by the men of the Lord, all right? From your newborn babies to your elderly men and women. All right, and it says, I will also break in pieces the shepherd and his flock, and with thee I will break in pieces the husbandman and his yoke of oxen, and with thee will I break in pieces the captains and rulers. And I will render unto Babylon and to all the inhabitants of Chaldea all the evil that they have done in Zion in your sight, saith the Most High Yahweh. Behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain, saith the Lord, which destroyeth all the earth. And I will stretch out my hand upon thee, and roll thee down from the rocks, and will make thee a burnt mountain. Alright, so all you fucking devils, you fucking Edomites, get ready for captivity and get ready to be destroyed for your violence against Jacob, alright? So we're going to close out with that. I didn't want to make it too long. I was on my day-to-day, and I just want to put that together real quick. Give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who teach and where I learn this truth. Peace and salutations to the elect. Shalom.